Do you know where manatees live? Do you know what they eat or how long they live? If you want to know what's up with manatees, you've clicked on the right video. First, let me say that there are three main species of manatee. They are mostly only different because of where they live. The West Indian manatee lives on the east coast of North America from Florida all the way to Brazil. The Amazon manatee lives in the Amazon River, as the name suggests. And lastly, the African manatee lives along the west coast rivers of Africa. Manatees are known as the sea cow, probably because they spend up to 8 hours a day grazing. They can eat up to 9% of their body weight in seagrasses and weeds. All three have different scientific names. The West Indian scientific name is Trinchinus mantis, the African one is Trinchinus seaglandus, and the Amazon's one is Trinchinus inguis. Now let's get an idea of what a manatee looks like. The manatee's body is streamlined, full in the middle, and narrowing into a paddle-shaped tail. This helps them swim through the water. They also have nostrils that close into water so they don't drown. The true color of a manatee is gray, although it may appear brownish-gray. The Amazonian manatees usually have white or pink patches on the belly and chest. Organisms such as algae, which may grow on the skin of slow-moving individuals, alter the body color and make some manatees look more green or brown. They're usually around 10 feet long and weigh about 1,000 pounds. Surprisingly, the biggest manatee was 15 feet long and weighed 3,600 pounds. That's a big manatee! Manatees are solitary animals, but if they're in groups, it's almost always in groups smaller than 7, and these groups are called herds, which is the same thing that a group of cows are called. As lazy as these animals may seem, they never actually sleep. They can't sleep because every 15 minutes they have to surface for oxygen. If they're actively swimming, though, they would need to surface every 3 minutes. The manatee will spend 12 hours just resting and not eating, which is their version of sleeping. Since they are considered herbivores, they are most active in April and July, when they have a plentiful food supply which consists of seagrasses and seaweed. The history of the manatee dates all the way back to the pig-like four-legged land mammals they evolved from 50 million years ago. The first true manatee was the Homo neisseran, which lived about 14 million years ago. The first sighting of the manatee was in January of 1493, when Christopher Columbus spotted these so-called ugly mermaids. They were spotted somewhere along the coast of Dominican Republica. Manatees live between 50 and 60 years, probably because they don't have any natural predators, but there are still lots of deaths every year. Some of the top causes include toxicated water, being hit by boats, and sadly being strangled by the trash in the water. They were removed from the endangered list in 2017, but they are still a threatened species, with their population being only 20,000. This may seem like a lot, but considering that there are 8.1 billion humans, it's not really that many. There are lots of organizations trying to help the manatees, and I will link my favorite in the description box below. Now for some fun facts about the cute little babies, which are called calves. The female will have 1 to 2 calves every 5 years. Unless the baby dies, then she can have another within 6 months. Twins have occurred, but it is very rare. The calf will stay with the mom for 2 years before going out in the wild. Imagine going out on your own at 2 years old. The baby when born is about 4 feet long, weighing 60 pounds. That's not a very small baby. Mating season for manatees is between February and May. The gestation period, or the time the mama is pregnant, is typically 13 months. Although the manatee is like a gentle giant, they can get moody like a cat. If you attempt to touch one and it's having a bad day, the manatee could harm you. Even if a manatee is seeming playful, you should never approach one or touch one. You might be able to see one at your local zoo or aquarium though, and that would be a great day. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. Make sure to turn on notifications for future videos, hit that like button, and follow my channel.